there, everybody. Sorry for the brief interruption, but it looks like we are back on, and we are coming to you from Marsiglianos Pizzeria and more on West Sahara, 8125 West Sahara, suite number 170, right just off the corner of Cimarron and Sahara. Today is the official grand opening celebration going on till about 10 o'clock tonight. I'm Aaron. That is Neil. Folks are piling in as it is. You know, it is high noon. It is lunchtime now, Neil.
I started early.
Yeah, I think we all did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Diana's joined us, and Diana's actually sitting 3 feet to Neil's right. She is here and plays with us. We're going to bring on some special guests.
Plays with us? In place of us.
In what?
It sounds like she's playing with us.
In the place with us.
Oh, in the place with us.
Oh, my goodness. Faith. Faith is out there all the way from Florida. Good to see you, Faith, is sitting out there. My wife just chimed in. Of course, she's sitting next to me. Roman is out there. Thank you very much. Who else is jumping in there?
Steve McCoy's with us today.
Steve McCoy is with us. Tom Jones. They don't like
I don't. They don't like to be called tribute, but he's got a huge show coming up at the Italian American Club this weekend.
Right.
Full band. Guy is phenomenal. You swear to God, you're watching Tom Jones. He looks like him too.
Yeah, he does. And right now he's tasting some of the food, so we'll give him a little bit to enjoy some of the free food that is down here. Plus, we also have somebody else that just walked in that we're going to have an opportunity to hopefully talk to here in a little bit. Why don't you tell everybody who's with us?
Cliff Hagberg, a legendary impressionist, comedian, performer, very good friend of mine here in Las Vegas. He and his wife, Claire, have stopped in as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Cliff on in a little while as well.
So those that are in the house with us, they're going to hear, we have some external speakers set up so that our volume is picked up a little bit better for people to hear.
I have headphones on. Can people hear it?
Hear from our headphones? I don't know.
No, can they hear from the external speakers?
I hope so. Rafi's out there. Man, we got a lot of people coming into the chat room, which we appreciate. Anyway, so, is that the chef? Now, if he's doing this with us, who's cooking?
Who's cooking?
That's what I want to know. Who cooks when you're out here? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I don't know. He's doing a whole video thing.
He's probably on. Yeah, he's also on Facebook stream too. Okay. So we got food out there. So let me give everybody, before we get into our couple of topics here, let me tell everybody what. These are wedding cookies, or Eileen looked up the title online. These are called a couple of different things, but I will warn you, there is some liqueur in there.
Some what?
Liquor.
Oh, liquor.
A brandy. What did she say was in there? In this one?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll have to find out. I don't remember. But so we have those to taste. But here's what's on the lineup so far. Right in front of us on display for people to try. You ready for this? Chicken Alfredo, eggplant Parmesan without skin. We have the Angry Sicilian sandwich is cut up, which we showed last time we were here, right? Yeah. Paulie's Pesto Chicken Pizza is out there. Pizza Bianca, that's my favorite one. That's when we tried.
Yeah, but they don't have the Dolly Parton chicken palm.
No, they don't. That piece of breast lasted me 3 days.
Yeah, it's the biggest piece of breast I've ever seen.
Who else? Meat Lovers Pizza, the veggie pizza, and an Italian salad, which, as I understand it, is homemade dressing. And I had a little bit of salad. It was tremendous. Yeah. It was tremendously good. So anyway, so people are chiming in, marching in, trying to find some seats. The place is packed both inside and outside. This is an event that's going to be going on all day today. They have shirts that they're giving away to the first 50 people who walk in, and I'm wearing mine. Neil's is hanging up behind us, so we've got them on display. Could you just tilt the top back just a smidge so the top of our banner gets in there? We're still adjusting some technical stuff. Yep, that's perfect. Yep. Okay. Now down just back this way. There you go. Live production. You gotta love it, right? Gotta love live production. Who else is out there? Hall of Fame Jay. Good to see you. We got a ton of people that are already tuned into the chat room, and we appreciate everybody checking in. Again, we're at Marsigliano's Pizzeria and more. This is the grand opening celebration, 8125 West Sahara. Come on down. Great atmosphere, family environment. Everybody's welcome. Entertainment throughout the day. Of course, we're kicking off some of the entertainment here. But currently playing until 6 o'clock right outside the restaurant is Cowboy Vision. They're an acoustic country music group. Stan Murphy and Russ Walgast.
They have cowboy hats on.
They do. They look very official. I wonder if they get involved with, what do they call it, the rodeo stuff that's out here, performs at the convention center?
This is the parking lot. Where are the horses?
I don't know. They must be in the back.
They look like they should be on horses.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Also starting later on tonight at 6 o'clock, DJ Kev Love is going to be here. Live karaoke So if you're into singing and microphones, come on down after 6 and you'll be able to participate. I think that's 6 o'clock to close, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, maybe we can get them to put those chairs that are behind the food tables out and about so people can sit down.
You know what? That's a good question. Miss Stacy, we have a question for you. See, this is live radio, again, live production. Neil has a question for you.
Maybe we can take those chairs that are behind there and just put them over here so people have a place to sit down. What do you think?
This way people can relax and grab some food, sit down, watch us. I don't know why they'd want to watch us, but they're here. Who else is out there? I mean, I got so many great names out there. Bruce Marin is watching. Bruce, good to see you out there. I was hoping maybe you'd stop down here today since we're kind of right in your neighborhood. But thank you for joining us. And everybody in the chat room, please remember to reshare this link direct to your wall. It's the only way your friends will see it. And then, of course, getting able to spread the word about this great restaurant. All right, so let's see. Neal Portnoy is watching. Well, I hope so. You're sitting right next to me.
Oh, did I come up on the screen?
You popped. Yeah, you did. You popped up on. Let's see. Here it is. Where? Right there at the bottom.
There I am.
Neal Portnoy joined.
Yep, I joined.
So again, please reshare. And also go out to the Facebook page of Marsiglianos Pizzeria. More like them. Plus, they're on Yelp.
Can you spell that, please?
It's THAT.
No, Marsigliano.
MARSIGLIANO apostrophe S.
MOUSE.
Of course, it's also on my shirt too, and the shirt behind us.
That's how you knew how to do it.
And I have their little menu flyer right here too.
Cheap.
Anyways, they're on Yelp, and you can see a lot of great. Now, I'm presuming at some point they'll start up their own website, but right now focusing on the actual restaurant and getting some of their social media was set up.
Why does he get golf clubs in the back pocket?
I don't know. I saw he's got a Gold Coast shirt on, so maybe he works there.
He's just playing through.
He's just playing through. This is his 19th hole, perhaps.
Oh, probably.
Right?
Good idea.
You know, so
Good
anyway,
idea.
all right. So that's what we got going on here, setting everything up. If you come on down, make sure you say hi. They still have a bunch of T-shirts to give away, but they are going fast. I can tell you that much. All right. A couple of quick topics before we bring up our first. Now, we had no idea some of our guests were coming, but they've come down to today's
Sure,
event.
we got a couple of celebrities, a few celebrities in house, and
So,
we're going to bring them on.
Absolutely. And then, of course, hopefully before we are done, we'll get Richie and we'll get Stacy to come on just for a couple of seconds so everybody can we can remind them who the owners are. Anyway, okay. So football. Let's talk football for a second.
Go ahead.
All right. So I don't know if you saw the comments, but it was announced by the NFL yesterday that at this upcoming Super Bowl in February, J-Lo,
What a surprise.
and Shakira are going to be the halftime entertainment.
Shakira. I know J-Lo, but Shakira, that's not my
I know the name, but I'm not sure who she is. But anyway, here's the thing. Dee Snider, who's the lead singer for the band Twisted Sister.
I thought it was Def Leppard. Shows you how much I know.
Twisted Sister, he made a post out there on, and I left all this on the printer at home. He made a post out there saying that for all the music that the NFL uses in the stadiums, the crowd chant songs.
And none of those people ever brought on.
Exactly. They're all hard rock music, and yet none of those folks ever make it to the halftime shows. And I was curious what your thoughts are. That I kind of agree with them.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have James Taylor or somebody acoustic? Or I don't think it'll work, but I agree. You got to do the electronic to pump it up. You know, listen, J-Lo will do a great show.
Sure,
she's a wonderful performer, and it's taken this long for her to be the halftime show.
Plus, she's from the Miami area.
Correct.
Which is where the Super Bowl is going to be this upcoming year. But I kind of agree with them. I mean, I'd like to see some of the bands that the NFL uses in the stadiums.
That's going to be the only postseason play in Miami because they're going nowhere.
Sorry, Dolphins, but you're belly up this year for sure. All right. So just curious about your comments about that. Ashley Marsigliano, which is related to the family here. This is awesome. Wish we could be there, but we'll be there later. Well, Ashley, hopefully we'll be here when you can get here so we can meet you in person. Thomas Burnett is watching. Good to see you, Thomas. Zach David is out there. And a whole cast of people are watching, so we appreciate that.
Did you get an adrenaline shot this morning? You are flying.
Well, you know how I am in front of live people. Don't you get an extra juice when you're in front of people, even though they're eating and enjoying, but
I do.
We feed off the live crowd?
I'll bring you back to reality
No.
and talk slow.
No.
All right.
I'll talk faster. You all listen slower.
Okay.
How's that?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Now, Mama Marsigliano is standing. Mama is back there, and she's watching over the place. And as soon as we walked in, we got these beautiful wedding cookies that we still haven't bitten into, although Tiffany gave us a suggestion that we cannot inhale or breathe out while we do this because of all the dust and powder that's on here. And I kind of agree with that. So she's been watching us ever since we started the show, and now we haven't eaten these cookies yet. Now, there's some liquor in there. So we have to be careful. Just thought I'd share that. I promised her we'd get to it throughout at some point in the show. Maybe towards the end, we'll sort of cheer and salute the show with that. My cousin Greg back in New Jersey is actually watching. Thank you, Greg, for joining in. Please reshare us.
What exit?
It'll come to me. He's down the shore, like 97, 96 off the Garden State Parkway.
You talk Jersey, you talk exits.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Make a left at exit 92, make a right at 37.
Why do you drive in the parkway and park in the driveway?
Why do you brush your teeth and comb your hair?
I don't comb my hair.
I don't either. I buff my head.
I do too.
Okay. Hey, you know what we haven't done yet? Have we really talked about UNLV football much? We really haven't.
About what?
UNLV football.
What's there to talk about?
Well, they're 1-2. Not great.
They're at Wyoming today.
They're at Wyoming today, and they are favored to lose.
Yeah.
But a couple of things here I want to point out. This is the last year of Sam Boyd Stadium. That's key.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Having coached college baseball in the past for the 15 years I did that, Division I football, Division II and III, it's all about recruiting.
Yes.
What a recruiting tool to say you're going to play in the Raiders Stadium.
Absolutely.
Legionnaire Stadium. I mean, that's
Did you say Legionnaire?
a legion.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Legionnaire. I'm like, Legionnaire. Yes,
Isn't
you are right.
Isn't that a disease?
It is, actually.
Legionnaire.
Absolutely is. But you're right. I mean, that's a great recruiting tool. But one of the things that they've been doing to celebrate Sam Boyd in the years of UNLV at Sam Boyd Stadium, they're actually bringing in former players of the yesteryear, like Randall Cunningham was here. Icky Woods came in through all the home games to be part of the games as like captains as
Sure.
part of
That's a
to
great
celebrate.
idea.
So
Great idea.
good job on their part. 1-2. Obviously, this is not the Tony Sanchez, the head coach. This is not the way he expected the season to start off.
No,
and they got some tough games the rest of the way.
Yeah, this is a crucial year for them. Contractually with Desiree, the new athletic director, she's bringing her people in. You know what? Tony's got to win this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So what do you say is I think Tom is done eating. Steve McCoy is, I think, done eating. He's chatting over there. You want to bring him up now or do you want to give him another couple of minutes?
Steve McCoy.
Steve McCoy. Paging Steve McCoy.
Paging Steve McCoy.
Tom Jones. See, I knew you would hear Tom Jones. So slide on over there. Let me bring his mic up. There we go. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We got it. All right. So joining us now at the booth, at the table. Do we need to tilt a little more? I think we're good. Yeah. Eileen, would you mind going back there and just kind of tilting it so that we can get more of Tom in there? And just tilt. No, just move the laptop. There you go. Perfecto on the first shot. Okay, so we're going to use this one. So that'll be Tom's or Steve. I want to say Tom or Steve. I don't know which works. Steve, which one would you prefer? Okay, Steve. There you go. Perfect. Tom Jones, the tribute by Steve McCoy. How are you, sir? Thank you for popping in and joining us, man.
I'm doing well, man.
Please feel free to move the broom so you're comfortable.
I'm doing well. I mean, it's great. Good Lord, the food down here is unbelievable.
Yeah, isn't it? And what did you try, by the way? I'm just curious what
I
food
had
you
some of
tasted.
the pizza.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
The food was great.
Do you have a favorite or did you try them all?
No.
Excellent. People are joining us. So where are you originally from?
In New Jersey.
Whereabouts?
South Jersey.
Where?
Cherry Hill area.
Okay. I'm from originally the Union County area, Linden.
Oh, yeah, that's north, right?
We're about 10 minutes south of Newark Airport. My wife was in the Woodbridge area.
Yeah.
So more the central part. So Jersey's in the house. We're well repped today.
Hey, Steve, you got a big show coming up this weekend.
Yes, I do.
Why don't you talk about it? Tell people.
It's going to be October 4th. That's next Friday.
Next Friday, okay.
Down at the Italian American Club, which is on, what is it, Eastern Sahara.
Sahara
Yes.
Easton.
And
you got a big band with you.
Yes, we do. We got 7 pieces.
That's great.
Live musicians is a rarity in this town anymore.
Can women bring up bras and panties and throw
Well,
it
they
at
do,
you?
they do.
What do you do with it? Do you have a collection of
I
that?
give it to the band.
They must be thrilled to death.
You give them as holiday gifts, right? Stocking stuffer, so to speak.
So if people want to know a little bit more about you, if they don't already know, you have a website.
Yeah.
I believe they have it on the card.
McCoy LLC.com.
Okay. And people, listen, there's a lot of videos there. He's Tom Jones. I mean, look at him. He looks like Tom
Does
Jones.
he? Absolutely.
Well,
Sounds like Tom Jones.
You got a few
the big
bars here
band.
you want to share with us? A few bars to give them a sense? Whatever you want.
Delilah.
My Delilah. Now, that's not real McCoy stuff.
That's Tom Jones.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But you're going to fill the room.
We've got it. It's really great. This is the
Who's singing?
That's the speaker.
Oh, I heard the singer.
Yes.
I thought we had two Tom Jones.
No. We only one. We only have V1.
I've been in town here 30 years. I used to work at Legends in Concert, and it's changed over the years. They've taken on a new format, and I've been out on my own doing my own stuff, and it's doing pretty well. I mean, we travel
all over the country.
Yeah, all over the place.
So very typical of entertainers here in town. Everybody thinks, all the greatest entertainment in the world, which it is, but there's not enough venues here in town to support all of the entertainers. So most of the entertainers travel all over the country and take their show with them.
I spend a lot of my time on the road. I really do, all over the place, over in Europe and back here, and
that's great.
But it's good to come back. Like I said, 30 years I've been here.
Now,
in Las Vegas.
There are different sizes in the bras in Europe. I mean, are they centimeters?
As long as they don't come up with 3 of them.
That would be
a 3-cup is a little.
Well, I got to tell you, because the first time we did a live remote here, they put food in front of us, right? And they put this chicken palm dish in front of us. I called it the Dolly Parton palm. It's the biggest breast I've ever seen.
6 to 8 ounces of chicken.
Really?
Unbelievable.
It took my wife and I 3 days to finish that piece at home.
Oh my God. It was a nice bread, and I'll tell you what, it's
and the breading was light.
Flavor, yeah,
isn't
New
it?
York flavor too.
Yeah,
which is
And Richie, the chef here, the owner chef, will make anything you want. If you want something like a New York style pizza, opposed, not that these aren't, I don't know the difference because I'm from Boston. Don't hold that against me. But he'll make anything you want. This guy is unbelievable.
Is this Richie here?
Yeah, this is Richie right here. This is the owner. That's Stacy, his wife.
The food's awesome. I mean, it really tastes good. They've got a lot. Everybody ought to come down here today.
Absolutely.
And, they're giving free samples out. So
yep, there's free food here. Yep.
This is a great treat.
This is the grand opening celebration. They soft opened a couple of weeks ago, but today is the first official grand opening, and we're just happy to be part of it as well, to share with everybody. I'm glad you came down and tried some of the food.
Yeah, and it's good.
So once again, I want to talk about the show. I want to
Yes.
promote the show a little bit. You've got the microphone for the next 60 seconds. Talk about the show.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you've got some people that want to come down here while I'm here, I'll give away a couple tickets.
Wow.
To the show.
Wow.
Right on.
that?
There you go. It's perfect.
I mean, they're $25 general admission seats. If you come down here, the first 2 people that come down mention Tom Jones, Steve McCoy,
Twin
Italian
brothers,
American,
whatever they want.
whatever you want. Steve will give you a couple tickets to the
Yeah,
show.
we'll give a couple tickets away.
Very nice. That's
It's a great
terrific.
show. It's a tribute to Tom Jones. Tom Jones basically got me started, and I won a lookalike contest in Atlantic City.
Oh, yes.
He was the judge.
Oh, wow. So you were awarded that by the man himself.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool to have on the resume.
I mean, what does he think about your show?
he loves it. He loves it.
What's not to love about
His quote to me, and he and I was at his show one time at the MGM, and he said we had a celebrity in the house, and I'm sitting in the audience, and he said, Steve McCoy. He said, would you come on up? So as I'm walking up, he says, he does me better than me.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
He's
That's
the best
terrific.
I've ever seen, and I hate him. And I go, oh, God.
Has he ever jumped on stage? Has he been at a performance of yours where you've brought him up?
No,
you guys sang together?
no, he's not. No.
He doesn't.
He says, I hate him. And I go, oh, my God, he hates me.
Let me ask you a
He says
personal
he's
question.
younger than me, and he's got more hair.
I'm going to ask you a personal question. You can slap me if you want. Over the years, Tom Jones was 160 pounds to 210 pounds. Have you kind of gone that route with
Well,
him?
it does. Are you the same weight? You
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, it's as time has gone by. I mean, good God, when I started, when I was 30 years old, I think I weighed 170.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm happy to say that I'm 200 pounds.
Well, I said to my nutritionist, she said, you want to lose weight? What are you trying to do? I said, look, all I want to do is stand up in the shower, look down, and realize I'm still a guy.
Oh, my God. Oh,
my
my goodness gracious.
I'm
Send
sorry.
your comments to Neil.
You can-
Holy cow.
We stream. We can say anything.
That's right.
I don't care.
FCC doesn't regulate us yet. So
once again, the show is
this
Friday.
is Tom Jones. The Tribute is the name of the show.
Yeah, and it's Friday, October 4th, 2019 at 8 p.m. $25 general admission, the Italian American Club, which is located at 2333 East Sahara. That's Sahara in Easton here in Las Vegas. Legendary Italian American Club, legendary Steve McCoy. It's going to be a great show.
Thank you, Neil. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, guys. It's
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
What do they say? Go manja. Is that what? I'm Jewish. What the hell do I know?
What do you say?
Go eat the freaking food.
No, what is said in our house? Eat, bubble, eat. That's
Eat bubble, eat. Right.
Did you want to throw any of our fun questions at him? I have the sheet here if you want.
Yeah, let's put them on stage. Here's
Okay.
what we do. We have a segment of twin brothers from different mothers called
Getting-
Getting
Right.
to Know You. What we need you to do is don't think about it. First answer that comes in your head, give it to us. Ready, go.
The rapid fire questions. Favorite actor of all time. Favorite actor.
Favorite actor of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that is a hard one. But the first thing that comes to my mind is I love De Niro,
Okay. Favorite actress of all time.
Marina Hara.
Okay. Oh wow.
Wow,
There's
that's
one
the
I don't think we've
first
heard
one.
that one yet,
First
right?
one, yep.
Favorite all-time movie.
I like Rocky.
The original.
Which one?
The original.
Okay.
What'd you think of the final one, Stallone?
I haven't seen that. I
You haven't
it
seen
yet.
that one? I'm
No.
not talking about the Creed movies.
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't. Wow.
I
Okay.
haven't seen the new
I'll
one
tell you what
Okay.
happened.
Yeah. Stop. Okay, I could skip this. I could skip the music questions. That's for sure. What's your favorite curse word?
I can say it on here.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
There you go. I think we're we're batting 1,000 on everybody's favorite.
Is that the favorite word?
Oh yeah, everybody
All the
so
time.
far. If money were no object, what would be your dream car parked in your driveway today?
A Bentley.
With the driver?
No.
No, you drive it.
I'd drive it myself.
Not a 2004 C.
No. What do you like to do to relax in Las Vegas? A typical Las Vegas thing to do that you like to do to relax?
Drink some wine, smoke cigars, and
Okay.
have some fun with some women. That's
All right, there you go. That's classic
what's
stuff.
enjoyable to me.
Not necessarily in that order. by
Not
the way.
necessarily.
All right.
Two last questions, then you're out of the hot seat. For people who come to Las Vegas, what's the one favorite suggestion you like to share for people that they must do when they come visit Vegas?
I would tell them to come down here today.
Love it.
Right now,
That's
there you
the
go.
best thing,
Make
yeah.
sure you put Marsigliano's Pizzeria on the map.
And if you're coming in the weekend of October 4th, Friday, you got to go to the IAC Club and see Steve.
Italian American
Show,
Club.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And last question. If you were not doing what you do today, what career would you like to try?
I'd be a landscaper.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your attraction to landscaping?
I love it. I love the outdoors.
Okay.
Get
Get your hands dirty. And
I enjoy that. Yeah.
right on.
That's what I used to do before I did this.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's what I used to do.
You are officially out of the hot seat, sir.
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Thanks again.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll
And
see you Friday night.
remember, folks, come on down. We've got a pair of tickets from Steve to see his show on October 4th, and we greatly appreciate him donating that and making that available. For those just joining us, you are watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, not at the Portnoy Gallery this week. We are on location at Marsigliano's Pizzeria, more conveniently located at 8125 West Sahara Avenue, right on the corner at Cimarron. And today is the official grand opening celebration going on till about 10 o'clock tonight. Currently playing outside the restaurant is Country Vision. Stan Murphy and Russ Walgast are playing till about 6 o'clock. And then after 6, live karaoke will be provided by DJ Kev Love will be here. So come on down. Plus, this menu of food that they're preparing to put out there. Let me just go over it one more time. And folks, there's no cost to come out here and try it. Chicken Alfredo, eggplant parmesan, the Angry Sicilian sandwich, Paulie's Pesto chicken pizza, Pizza Bianca, which is my favorite, meat lovers pizza, veggie pizza, and the Italian salad with homemade Italian dressing. So come on down. Place is filling up. It's been on a roll pretty much since before 12 o'clock, which is really cool. I don't think we have many shirts left at this point. Only a couple left to hand out. People are coming in, getting the shirts. They're trying all the food. Families are coming in, which is what this restaurant is all about.
Oh, it's great in here. It's packed. Packed. You can hear the background noise. And a lot of people in here, little guys, mid-sized
Iron
guys.
Man is in here.
Iron Man's in here. Yeah, he just came in.
He just came in to get fueled. Okay, so our next guest who is in here, he's still eating. So I think it is time, Neil. I'm going to dive into the wedding cookie. But I'm going to cheat because I'm not a big finger food eater. I don't really. I'm not like a big liker of eating, like too many, like, I don't know, ribs and stuff and whatnot. So, but I'm going to stick the fork in this so that we don't. Oh my God! It crumbled as soon as I put the fork in it. This thing is crumbling.
That would put 2 pounds on me right away. Oh, you want me to talk because your mouth is full? Is that what the hell? We have Diane to do sign language. Hey, Diane. Hey, Diane. Aaron just did this, which means I have food in my mouth. Neil, keep talking. This means I have food. Aaron just did this to me, and it means I have food in my mouth. Keep talking. So I'm talking. Food in the mouth. Yeah, we have a world-renowned signer here, Diane Fiorentino and her husband Sal. Great supporters of twin brothers from different mothers, Portnoy Gallery, Aaron Phillips, the voice. Great supporters. Boy, the food is going like crazy here. Unbelievable. You ready to talk yet or no? You're going to have water. Okay, I'll keep talking. We're here live doing twin brothers from different mothers at Marsigliano's Pizzeria, the grand opening today. We're located at the corner of Cimarron and Hara. Place is packed, balloons are out front. We got country music being played outside by a band called Acoustic Country Music, Cowboy Vision. My co-host Aaron Phillips and I are doing the live Twin Brothers from Different Mothers podcast. We're here. Come on down, free food.
I was just yelled at by my wife to never put one of those hole in your mouth.
Why?
Because of the pastry and the sugar, it sticks to the roof of your mouth. It was like peanut butter. I couldn't. That's why I couldn't talk.
Oh, that's why you had the water. I get it.
It was nicely attached to the roof of my mouth. But anyway, it was very good though. And Mom is passing those out as you come in. Maybe what we can do after we're done with Cliff, we can get some folks to we'll bring them over and ask them to talk about the food as well. So why don't you introduce who our next guest is that's sliding up with us?
We have a celebrity in the house here, Cliff Hagberg. Cliff is a renowned voice. I mean, he does impressions. You sing too.
Singing impressions.
Singing impressions, but you don't sing.
Hell no.
Here, speak right into that microphone. Put it wherever you want it, Cliff. Cliff Hagberg, good friend of ours.
Cliff Lawrence.
Yeah, we go by Cliff Lawrence. But
Yeah.
You know what? When the first time your name Cliff Hagberg came up on Facebook, I went, who the hell is that? I know what Cliff Lawrence is. Is that the same guy? But it's the same guy. Tell our audience a little bit about your past history of playing all over the world, traveling all over the world.
Yeah, I started out doing stand-up comedy in New York with Jerry Seinfeld, Larry David, Yakov Smirnoff. I used to write for Rodney Dangerfield and Joan Rivers.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
What a cast of characters.
At that time, they were paying $35 a joke. Rodney and Joan.
They still pay the same thing now that
I don't know.
But you're still writing for a lot of the
Yeah,
comedians.
still right. Yeah, I wrote for Leno for 15 years.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, I still write for Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Walker. Why is it?
J.J. Walker.
I'm thinking of NASCAR. Where the hell am I going with
Mr.
that?
Dynamite.
Mr. Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Doesn't he live in Vegas?
Yeah, he lives actually down the street from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I met Cliff for the first time. My wife and I, for the first night, we went to Mike Leonetti's place.
Oh, what did I stand up and do?
He introduced you. He recognized you.
I did what? Ray Romano? Hey, it's Ray Romano. Hey!
So what would Ray Romano say about an establishment
Hey,
like
what a
this?
nice place. Come in and have the pizza. Hey, I'm coming in with Deborah.
Hey, you got to do a little Rodney because you do a great Rodney.
Hey, I'll tell you I'm okay now, I'll tell you, I went to the last pizza place here, I don't want to say the pizza wasn't any good, but they used to use the smoke alarm as a timer.
Cliff Lawrence, unbelievable
Absolutely.
talent here in town. Cliffy, you got anything coming up? I know you're working with a lot of the celebrities still in town here. I mean, New Yorker. Give us a little bit about your past away from the entertainment industry. What did you used to do?
I was electrician for New York City Transit Authority for 20 years.
Wow.
I thought you were a cop.
No, New York City Transit Authority.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So we got a lot of New Yorkers in here. I feel very uncomfortable being from Boston.
Well, if the shoe fits.
I am wearing it, believe me. I am wearing it. But Cliff and his wife Claire just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary.
Right on. 50 years.
That's because I was on the road about 30 years.
That's the only way it's lasted. The only way it's lasted. Hey, you do a Robert Wagner, correct?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Listen, babe, I just love this place. It's beautiful, baby. Just beautiful. I'm gonna bring my wife Jill into this place, and she's gonna love the food, like I do. It's just great food.
That's crazy.
Now, how many people would you say that over the years you've done impressions of?
About 250.
What's your favorite?
I like cartoons.
So give me a cartoon one.
Are you kidding me, Doc? Oh, brother, ain't I a stinker? Ah, come on.
I say son, I say boy, I say the chicken over there, boy.
Are you a chicken? Because I'm a chicken hawk, and I eat chicken. My name is Speedy Gonzalez, Festus Massa, Mexico City.
Do you do Foghorn Leghorn? Do you do Foghorn Leghorn?
I say son, I say boy. I'm not a chicken boy.
Who's the hardest one that you do that it took longer to learn to do?
Robert Wagner. Took me about 2 years.
Really? How long on average does it take for you to get comfortable with the voice?
How long? What?
How long does it take for you to get comfortable setting up and doing an impersonation?
It's all according to how long it takes. I mean, some people you can get right into. I remember the first time I did Bill Cosby, it took me 5 minutes.
Okay.
You know? But
George Burns.
George Burns, I was a friend of George. Him and I hung out for a very long time. He said, Cliff, I think you do the best me.
I do the best me.
Have I got time enough to do a number?
I've never called him George Burns. I've always called him God.
Yes.
Thank you. You're right. Call me God.
When you sneeze in front of him, what do you say?
What?
When you sneeze in front of God, what
Bless
do you say?
me.
Right, there you go. There you go.
George Burns, bless me.
But Robert Wagner took me, I guess, about 2 years. I just had to find the right vocal range, and sometimes it's the attitude. You gotta get like an attitude, you know. To me, he always had like a bigger than himself attitude. Just didn't care about anybody, and he was very high class.
You know, we have a mutual friend, Mike Leonetti, who has a wonderful place in Sun City, Summerlin, called My Mother's House, a great Italian restaurant, very, very unique, live entertainment. And you're doing some booking work for the performers, the entertainers in town. Talk a little bit about that.
yeah, any entertainers that want to come in to and can draw about 80, 85 people, they can make a quick $1,000 to $1,200 on a Sunday. All they have to do is fill the room, and Mike gives you the cover charge, which is $20 on a Sunday, and a performer can walk away in 1 hour with over $1,000.
That's not bad.
And take the
That's pretty
guitar
good.
lessons.
I mean, if
singing
you
lessons.
work all week on the strip, some places only pay like $1,500 for like 5 or 6 days.
Right.
But they can pick up $1,000 on a Sunday.
Right.
That's great.
Do you do anything with podcast hosts? Get them jobs.
Never done anything.
Get them paying gigs.
I never heard of a podcast till now.
Really?
No, I'm only kidding.
Who are you working on now? You working on any new voices?
Not really.
Not really? I mean, 250 is a very impressive resume.
Yeah, well, if anybody strikes me, then I'll work on the voice. But I don't really do stand-up anymore.
Okay.
I still write for a lot of people, but I don't really do stand-up. And if some voice sounds easy to me and I can get it within a couple of hours, then I'll work on it. But my 2 years of working on Robert Wagner days are over.
Wouldn't it be something if he did a Aaron Phillips and Neal Portnoy, he did some voiceovers of us. We just sat here and listened.
We could be like Terry Fader. We just sit here and he does our voice.
If he sticks his hand up my back, I'm gonna kill him.
That's a whole different show.
All right,
We'll deviate on that.
Let's not get pornographic with that.
No, that's okay. Do you ever get stuck in a voice like you're at home talking with your wife and you don't realize you're doing somebody's voice?
My wife used to accuse one time where I got cut off one day. Somebody cut me off, and my wife busted out laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" She said, "Cliff, you went into Archie Bunker."
To Archie.
Hey, you want to stifle up there, huh? Hey, get out of my way there.
Nice.
She said I cursed up and down like I didn't realize it. They cut me off, and I just went into there, huh?
I can see that happening. You get into a voice, you're off stage, and all of a sudden that mind is still working.
Sometimes you can just drop right into Jack. If somebody ticks you off, you can say, "My God, Jesus H. Christ,"
Oh man,
That's wonderful.
I can listen to the voices all day.
But
I love the
tell me
voices.
about the voiceovers, the comic, the cartoony stuff. You've done a lot of work with that. Obviously, we heard one impression of you doing some of the characters.
Yeah.
But I think there's a huge market for that. Or did you used to do it extensively?
I used to do it extensively. Yeah, I worked for Warner's for a while after Mel died, and I filled in with a lot of the voices.
Unbelievable.
wow.
You know?
Unbelievable.
There was a couple of things that I was friends with Mel Blanc.
Yeah.
I had met him one day, and we went out to dinner. And he said, Cliff, is there anything that you're having trouble with, any of my voices? And, you know, I could always do most of his voices, but there was one voice that I could never get the wobble, and it was George Jetson. And I could always do George Jetson's voice, Jetson! but I could never figure out how to do the wobble. So he grabbed my head, and he said, okay, do the voice. So he grabbed my head, and he shook it, and I went, Jetson!
Love it, love it, love it. Now, these are all classic. I'm sure our listeners and our viewers out there are going, wait a minute,
Exactly.
who is this? We have Cliff Lawrence live at the restaurant with us. We had Steve McCoy, who's doing the event this coming weekend. I'm looking at my notes here. Friday,
October 4th, he's
October
doing
4th, he's going to be at the Italian American Club.
I want to be Steve's manager one of these days. You know?
Well,
You could use like a Burgess Meredith manager.
Can you do Tom
You know
Jones?
what you need, kid? You need a manager. You know why? You know why, Rock? You need a manager because you're all washed up. That's why. A manager.
Our viewers out there, you got to close your eyes and just listen to his voice.
We're sitting next to him for crying
It's
out loud, and
unbelievable.
it's them.
It's unbelievable.
Jeez. Can you do Burgess as the Penguin? From the old Batman series?
Am I just? Well, no, I can't. It's been so long.
He's a Batman fanatic.
I am. I'm a Batman nut. That's why I
Look
asked.
at the headphones. He's got Batman headphones on.
Yeah.
Get those in little kid stories.
I did.
I don't know.
I did.
Did you really?
For big kids.
Burgess really didn't change his voice that much.
Not really. No, he really didn't.
Hey, you got to give Cliff the hot seat question
Sure.
that we gave Steve. I don't know. I know you weren't listening.
Because he was eating.
Surprise.
He was eating.
You were eating, but we have something here on Twin Brothers. We call it the hot seat. We give you a bunch of questions, and without thinking, the first response that gets in your head, we want you to say what it is.
All right.
Rapid fire. You ready? First one. Favorite actor of all time? And feel free to do the voice if you'd like.
Clint Eastwood.
Favorite actress of all time? Tough question.
Zazu Pitts.
What the hell is Zazu Pitts? Why is everybody laughing?
Just the name is funny. That's all. Sounds like a good wrestler's name. Favorite all-time.
Nancy Culp. Oh, Jethro, you're such a impetuous young man.
Favorite all-time movie.
Favorite all-time movie. Any Marx Brothers movie.
Really? Okay.
I love the Marx Brothers.
I would say,
That's the
can you?
nastiest remark I've ever heard.
I was going to say, can you impersonate Harpo? But that would kind of just with a horn. That not much to do. Sorry. Steve just looked at me like, "Don't come to my show next week." Okay. Favorite curse word of all time, and you could say it.
Huh?
You could say favorite curse word.
I can say it.
Absolutely.
W. Sophia saying, "Ah, you dirty motherfucker."
Oh, there you go. That's a new one.
See what I mean, Steve? Everybody says the word fuck.
That's right. If money were no object, what would be the dream car you'd like to have parked in your driveway?
2004 Mercedes C430 with 19,000 miles on it.
I tell you the truth, I don't know. I have the cars that I want now, actually.
Okay. What do you have?
I have a 67 Mustang,
Okay.
and I have a 1971 Pontiac.
Right on.
Both suck gas like going downhill, they get 6 with my feet out like the Flintstones.
To relax in Las Vegas, what's your favorite Las Vegas-based thing to do to relax?
Favorite thing to do in Las Vegas?
Your favorite Las Vegas typical thing that you like to do to relax?
Staying home.
That's sure most of us.
I used to be out every single
Sure.
night, 7 nights a week.
Sure.
I'd be on stage, and then from on stage, I would go out to the lounges. And I would be at the lounges all night long and get home about 7, 8 in the morning.
Right.
No, would you
And I
get
did
up
it
on
for years.
stage? Would you get up on stage with him?
Every night in the lounges, yeah. Every night. They'd call me up because I used to finish the show. I was in a show called Copycats with Rich Little.
Okay.
And after Copycats, I'd go around and I'd hit all the lounges.
Wow.
And I would actually sit in the back of the room, and the performers knew that I would always see me sitting in the back in the dark, and they would come up and they'd say, "Hey, look who's in the back of the room right now. He came in to see us tonight." And they either say it was Red Fox in the back of the room, or
How you doing, dumb? It's great to be here tonight.
so I would sit in the back of the room and I would do Burns or
Whoever he threw
Fox
out
or
at you.
whoever
And
The
everybody,
Brown Jack wanted.
Wow.
everybody would turn around and go, where is he?
Oh,
yeah.
Look who's in the back of the room.
So it was
The
like the
lights were
voice
off, you
of
know?
God just
Huh?
coming out of. It was like the voice of God,
Yeah.
literally, right?
Yeah, but they keep the lights off because they knew what was
Right.
coming. You know.
Right on.
And
So
sometimes it was good because I would do the person who was in town at that time. You know, if Wayne was in, if Wayne was important in town, I'd get up and do talk like Wayne Newton or whoever. You know.
can you do Jerry Lewis?
You know, Melvin, the man, the lady. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Get out of the way, mister.
Jerry Lewis was one of my
Well,
favorites.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know.
Okay, someone contacts you and says, Cliff, what's the one thing you suggest I do in Las Vegas when I come there? What would that be?
I would say do all the free stuff.
Oh,
Go see the volcano.
Okay.
The fountains.
Yeah, all right. That's a good idea. Last but not least, if you were not doing what you currently do now, what career would you like to have done?
This is exactly what I wanted to do.
Great answer.
Perfect.
Great answer.
Perfect.
I wanted to do it since I was a little kid.
Wow. And
It's my
you know
first
what?
impression when I was a little kid.
What was it?
My first impression, I did my two first impressions were John F. Kennedy
Okay.
and Frank Fontaine.
Wow.
Crazy
Do
good guy.
JFK.
Let me say this about that. I would like to say, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask rather what your country can do for you.
Wow.
And I did Frank Fontaine at that time,
You
too.
want to hear my impression of
Okay,
JFK?
Joe. Gee, that's just terrific. Okay, let me hear it.
You really have to turn your mouth and get into the mood. I'm
Sometimes
watching.
it's easier, you know.
That's incredible. You know what my impression of JFK is? I parked the car in the Harvard Yard.
Back the car.
That's all I got.
Well, everybody copied off Von Meter because he was the first guy.
You can sit.
Von Meter was the first JFK impersonator.
Really?
Yeah, he had all those albums. First Family Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Oh,
And
those.
then when-
I've heard them on Sirius Radio on the comic
And when
channels.
JFK passed away, Von Meter's career hit the dumpster.
Wow.
Matter of fact, when JFK died, Lenny Bruce came out, and his opening line was, "Holy fuck, Von Meter."
Man, well, he's off the hot seat. That's it.
Well, I want to thank you for coming.
Yes.
Twin Brothers.
Thank you, Cliff.
Thank you.
Pleasure to see you.
Always
Thank you
a
for coming
pleasure.
down.
Did you bring the Mercedes?
Yeah.
I'll have to come look at it.
He's airing it out. Is that what he's doing?
I wanted to see it.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to see the car.
All right. Star-studded day so far. I mean, it's nice when you have guests pop down and surprise you. That's really cool.
Isn't
That
it
was
great to
I-
listen to those impressions?
Absolutely. And I love, what is that now that's coming out?
Richie, put it in front of the
Is that
camera.
the meat lovers again?
Richie, put it in front of the camera here.
Come on around.
Look at
There
this
you go.
thing.
Just
Are
bring it
you
up a little
kidding
bit.
me?
There you go. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Almost
Come on
takes up
now.
the whole screen. Wow. You know what? We should get Stacy because I know he's busy cooking. If Stacy's around, we should try to get Stacy for a few minutes if we can get her. She might be outside. I see her outside. But anyway, so just to reset, let everybody know we are coming to you on location from Marsiglianos Pizzeria and more, located at 8125 West Sahara, right on the corner of Cimarron. And it is the official grand opening celebration here. And I'll tell you what, folks, this place has been nonstop, Neil. Just before we went on the air, that lunchtime crowd started filing in. People are out and about, and they're coming through. And he just keeps bringing out food.
Yeah, people are sitting on the sidewalk outside. We've got chairs out there. We've got chairs and tables inside. We've got the live broadcast from Twin Brothers, different mothers here. And his food just keeps coming out of the kitchen.
I'm trying to get Tiffany to sit down next to you because Richie and Stacy are
Come on,
running
Tiff.
around like crazy. Tiffany was with us in the studio a couple of weeks ago. She brought all the food down for us to try that day. And what is she piling in? Oh, now she's got a bowl of some pasta that, that she's going to bring over.
Put it in the bowl.
Is that the Alfredo you're bringing? All right. Well, we were going to bring. You were running around. You can come on. We can bring Tiffany on. We can bring you both on. Whatever you'd like.
Speak right into the
Share
microphone.
that
girl.
microphone. We have two generations. You can slide the microphone in between you guys so that you can both be heard.
Two generations of beautiful.
There you go. So Stacy is to Neil's immediate right and Tiffany on the other side. Tiffany we met a couple of weeks ago at the gallery. And Stacy's one half of the ownership. Richie's better half. How's it going, guys?
Oh, we're going good.
So from our perspective, today so far has been exceedingly successful so far. How have things been going since you opened a couple of weeks ago?
Things have been good. We're doing a lot of deliveries. We've been doing catering parties. So
Nice.
really, really well.
Nice. I mean, look at the crowd here. The crowd's been coming in constant. Richie keeps coming out of the kitchen with more food. And I can't move because I'm kind of locked behind the table.
Which is probably
here.
good for your diet.
Great for my diet. I don't, you know.
But I notice there's no Bianca pizza out there anymore. I lost my opportunity.
What
that's
happened
my
to the
favorite.
Dolly Pot and Parmesan?
Hey, we had it. People been tearing
It's gone already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doggone it.
So the eggplant parmesan, I've tried it for the first time today, which amazing, right? Because I've had
My
the
wife
sliders
loved it.
before. Well, the eggplant parmesan, I was told by a lot of people it tastes so much better. So I was like, I need to try this. I tried it and it tastes like real meat.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute, this is eggplant, and I kept eating it. And now I got the Alfredo because it's amazing.
Right.
And you know, all this crowd, a lot of the people I had told to come in from the Uber. So
There you go. That's great. My wife loved the eggplant. She loves skinless eggplant.
Yeah.
She loved it. Absolutely
she's
loved
the one
it.
that told me.
Yep. There you go. She loved it.
That cookie in front of you on the table, don't touch it. It's mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
My
No,
mom,
get
my
away
mom
from
makes these great Greek cookies.
Corbiellis.
Somebody wants her to cater an event with those cookies.
Yeah, I had mine before. I couldn't talk for 5 minutes because I sillingly.
Would you like to
Some,
buy
for
a
some, no,
vowel?
I don't. For some reason, I put the whole thing in my mouth, and it was like I needed milk. It was, but it was good though.
Yes, you cannot breathe.
No, you
In or
cannot.
out.
And I couldn't talk. I had to give him the show for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I took over the microphone. What a surprise. For 2 minutes, I had the microphone not listening to him.
Oh,
I
Richie's
became
finally
Neal
gonna come
Portnoy,
over
the
here?
voice. Richie's got to cook. We'll get him over here later. We'll get him
Just-
over here later.
Richie, just say hi real loud. Hi. There you go. There's Richie. Richie made his appearance.
You, honey, you can come and stick your face over here so people can at least see your face.
They just need to taste his food, right? So listen, you know how we feel about the establishment, and food is great. I think the thing that I love about it is the atmosphere, and we talked about that when we were here a couple of Mondays
You
ago.
feel like family here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's nothing been primarily but families coming in here, which is a great
Let me tell
sign.
you, my mom's hanging out and walking around.
She's
And,
really in charge.
So you go, Mom, come over here and say hello.
Mom is really
Hey,
in,
come say hi.
Mom is really the one who's in charge, isn't she?
Come over here and say hi, Mom.
Make your podcast debut.
You don't have to
Yeah,
comb your
outside.
hair.
That's right.
Hello.
Yep.
Say hi.
There
Hi,
you-
everyone.
There you go.
So we've got generation, and generation.
3 generations of family members. This is great.
It's
This is
unbelie-
tremendous.
It's unbelievable.
There you go. So we have someone taking a picture of all of us as we speak here. All right. Thank you very much. So Mama, what's your secret in these cookies?
These are made with orange juice
Okay.
and ouzo.
Ouzo.
They're
So there's
buttercream.
alcohol in
They're-
there.
Oh yeah.
No wonder why the room is spinning.
The more you eat, the better they are.
Made with love.
They're made with love.
They're made with
Absolutely.
love.
They only have a third of a cup of sugar in it, 1 egg, your flour, and then your ouzo and your orange juice. The other ones have brandy and orange juice.
What other ones? I didn't see any other ones.
No, they're over there.
I'll have to try those
Those are
too.
Greek moonshine.
Greek moonshine. Is that what
No,
we call
it's
them?
not
or-
Greek moonshine.
It's like a grapefruit.
Oh,
It's very strong.
It's a,
And
it's
you
an
don't.
anise, like a licorice liqueur.
You know what? And you can't mix water with ouzo because then you can tell it's not straight ouzo. It turns milky.
did you turn? You didn't go water in it. I mean, you can tell. Can you taste
It
these? Though?
turns milky if you put water.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow. So
Huh.
it kind of thickens it up, which you don't want to do. Right on.
So people are going to be coming here.
Yes.
We're going to have the DJ at 6 o'clock. That'll be fun.
Right. And right now
Food is
outside.
only until 6, so they want to come and try our food. You're going to have to come before 6 o'clock.
Well, only they want to try it for free.
for
You can
free.
still come after 6 and order
we're
something.
Open,
That's
we're open for business, but if you want to come and do some sampling, you got to be here before 6.
What are the regular hours of the restaurant? Please share
We're
that.
open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday. We're open 12 to 10 on Sundays, and we're open 10 to 11 Friday and Saturday. Hi, Dad. Come on over.
Come on, Dad.
Come on,
over.
Dad. We got Mom. Come on, Dad. Your turn. Oh, our banner just went down. Boom.
Whoa! There we go.
Hold on. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Live TV.
That's right. Thank you, Steve.
Dad, come say hi.
Now we can add handyman to Steve's
Dad.
resume.
Come say hi.
We
We're
have-
live.
There you go.
This is a class show. We have Tom Jones putting up our sign.
Listen, we spare every expense to make this show work. Let's put him right in front of the microphone there.
Okay, how we doing today?
We're
Good.
doing good. Now,
Yeah.
where are you originally from?
the island of Crete.
Really? So that's where the Greek background comes from.
That's
Steve, take it off and let him just hold it. Well, there you go. Take it off and there you go. Just put it right up there like a lollipop. There you go. So from Crete.
Yes, I'm from Crete.
Okay.
Where is Crete?
Where's Crete?
I asked first.
It's next to Cannes.
It's a Greek island south of the southeast island of Greece.
On the Mediterranean?
It's Mediterranean.
It's Mediterranean.
I love
I'm learning how to speak Greek.
First master English before you worry about Greek. Something fell. Oh, the pizza dish fell.
The pizza dish fell. Don't step
We
on
got
it.
flying food around.
Yeah,
the
the
dish.
place is flying.
That's all right.
Slip of the trade.
So you've been in the country how long?
Well, not too many years, since 1964.
Oh, okay. So you got a little New York accent going on with that Greek thing.
No. I was a Louisiana accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Stacy's from, is Louisiana.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
My wife's from Louisiana, from New Orleans, and I make a trip over there one time, and
Never left.
I took a bus, and I find out a co-driver in a bus. It was my wife.
Oh, man. See, this is why it's a family restaurant. That's why the
Yeah.
family tradition is here.
Since 1964.
Wonderful. I know that's
Wow.
55 years because that's when I was born. So I got the number like that.
I was going to ask you how you came up with that. So
Just like
quickly.
that. 1964. I know that. That's a good year.
I was 11.
That's your problem, not mine.
No, it wasn't.
What is your anniversary in 64?
It-
Oh, September 9th. Oh, so it just passed.
Yes.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Wonderful. That's cool. We're celebrating everything.
We have the same anniversary as the King of Greece. The King of Greece, Constantine, was married the same day.
Wow. Maybe there was a little kismet in there. Maybe that was
Yeah.
meant to be.
A little what?
Kismet.
What's a kismet?
It's a piece of candy you buy at the local store.
Is it a Greek candy? or-
Absolutely.
Oh, kismet.
Yeah, well, if you take the dictionary,
Yeah.
every word starts with H or U, and everything belongs to the Greek language. Every word.
I'm trying to comprehend all this. This is way too much.
He'll talk
information.
faster. You listen slower.
All right.
That's all right. He's busy. The place is packed again, so he's cooking. But so, Dad, what do you think of the establishment? I mean, how do you think things are going for them?
Well, the only thing is the places like a restaurant is the customer look for these three things: reasonable price,
Right?
good food, and clean place.
Check.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
The customer never beats about it if the price is about $1 higher for the prices.
It's all about the value, right?
All of the value.
Right.
And if you got a good food and a clean place, that's the only thing.
People will come. I know the first time we did our live remote from the place, and they showed me the menu, and I saw the prices, and I went, "You're giving it away." Very, very reasonable prices
For the size of the
for the
portions.
size of the
everything.
portions that you
Absolutely.
get. Yeah.
But what's your background? Are you from the restaurant business? Were you in the restaurant business too?
No,
What's your
I'm a
background?
mechanical engineer.
Oh, so, well, that's a big departure. Well, not really. You're designing things mechanically and doing a business like this. You're putting together the tools necessary to
I'm
be
not
successful.
putting together. That's my kids.
Right. You're just overseeing.
Oh, I do not oversee nothing.
Okay.
I'm a golfer.
A
Go to
golfer.
yeah.
What's your handicap?
We say, Dad, we need this. Dad, we need
He's a
that.
gopher, not a
Golfer.
golfer.
Not
Oh, golfer. I thought you said
Yeah.
golfer. Go for this. Go for. I got you.
You know how we have honeydew lists?
Yes.
He's got a gopher
Honey-
list.
He's got a
No,
golfer
that's
list.
my wife's list. The honeydew list. You work every day. You find out you never get
No,
shorter.
this is daddy do list. We got a daddy do list.
I
Do you,
love
do you
it.
have a daddy do list? So he's not just a pretty face in here. He's the gopher.
The jack of all trades, as we like to say, right? All right.
Nice to talk to you guys.
There you go. Thank you for
Always a
stopping by.
pleasure.
It's
Thank
great to
you.
meet you. All right, Miss Stacy, I know things are getting crazy, so thank you for stopping by. If Richie has a few seconds, it would be great, but I know he's back in the kitchen.
Richie, come over here.
Give me 2 minutes.
2 minutes, hon.
Give us 2 minutes.
We got chef owner Richie's coming in.
Richie's going to finally break away for a couple of seconds here and join us. Just come sit down for a second or two.
Speak right in the microphone, Rich.
Hi, how are you guys today?
How are you, buddy?
I'm good today.
I know you're running around like crazy so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it happen.
Look at this crowd in here today. Look at all the people that turned out. I mean, they're coming in waves, and the food is unbelievable.
As always.
As always.
I really appreciate you guys coming out today.
It's our pleasure, man. So how have things been going the first couple of weeks from your perspective?
It's been going really good. A lot better than what I expected.
Okay.
You know, each day is a little better. So that's why we had this little 2-week trial thing that we're going on with.
Right.
Today, hopefully, now we get all the kinks out.
Okay.
And from here, just go forward. That's all we can do. Keep the faith and be positive about it.
Once again, we're located. You've got the flip.
We're located at Marsiglianos Pizzeria and More, 8125 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 170, right on the corner at Cimarron. Come on down. There's going to be free food available until 6 to taste. However, of course, they'll take your money after 6 for anything that you want to order and enjoy. The entertainment, everything's going till about 10 tonight. Is that right?
Yeah, the entertainment's going all day today. We have we have a country group right now.
Right.
They'll be here till 3 o'clock. And then we have a little break in the action, and then we'll have karaoke from 6 to 10
right
tonight.
With DJ Kevlov, right?
Will be over here, and then we have the food today. We'll have food throughout the day. Peaches, sample all kinds of, maybe some sandwiches, different salads, stuff. Just trying to introduce to the
Absolutely. From my
locals.
perspective, anybody that's come here and has tried a little bit of this food, guys, if they don't come back, shame on them.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're missing a great value.
That's it.
So, all right, I know you want to get out of here to go back into the kitchen. Got one final question or comment, Neil, for him?
No, listen. The food is outstanding. I'm dying here because I'm behind the microphone.
You can get a tray. You can get a plate.
Well,
it's easy.
Listen,
actually, Tiffany's been very helpful.
Tiffany's been great. She's bringing.
I see.
That's why I'm below the level on the camera.
Exactly. I hear you. I hear you.
He's got a whole smorgasbord under the table right
All
now.
right, go back and cook. Do your thing.
I appreciate you
Always
guys.
a pleasure.
All the time.
Our pleasure. Hey,
Always
Richie,
welcome.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
again, come out today, enjoy the free food and all, and we'll have specials all the time. So come join us. Check it out.
There you
Have
go.
a good day,
Beautiful.
folks.
Thanks.
Perfect. You know, I'll tell you what's also really cool about Steve and Richie and Stacy. They work hard to be successful here, and I think in the couple of weeks that we've been around these guys and the restaurant, so far it's been successful.
Well, listen, when you're in a restaurant business, you're putting in the 80 hours a week. It's not just the food that you're eating; it's all the prep work that they need to do in order to get the kitchen running smoothly. It's almost like an open kitchen in here. You can look right into the kitchen, watch Richie and his crew do their
Absolutely.
thing. Mom, everybody's here. Mom and Dad. I don't see. We've actually had a lot of rugrats, a lot of kids walking through.
Families, yeah, we've had a lot of families coming in. I'd like to get someone who's already been eating, who's just out there. I'd like to get their opinion if we can get somebody. But can you go out and see if anybody's willing to come on and just talk about the food? Just anybody.
Yeah, get some kids.
Get some kids. Yeah, whatever. Some bodies. But yeah, this is a great thing going on here. I think it's going to be a community family style restaurant where families are just going to come in and enjoy the food and be reasonably priced. We've got a couple of folks coming up. Hey guys, come on and sit down. We're going to put you on the spot. That's okay. Just pulled randomly. How you guys doing?
Great. How are you?
Thank you. Right into the microphone.
We just obviously you guys came in for the food and everything, and we just wanted to get the opinion of folks coming in. What did you guys think about the food in the restaurant?
Oh my goodness, the food is phenomenal. We've been coming to see Richie and Stacy for several weeks, building up to the grand opening, and man, today they've got an incredible spread. The food is just phenomenal. You cannot. If you're anywhere in the area, you've got to come in here, try some of their food, try some of the pizza. Absolutely incredible. And you will not regret it, but you will regret if you do not come in here and get some food.
I got to ask you, where's your accent from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Cookeville, Tennessee, about an hour east of Nashville.
Right on.
Nice.
And your wife?
Yeah.
Why don't you give her the microphone?
You better be careful when you say wife. You don't know now.
Well, I saw the rings first,
All right,
so
good
I observed things.
Good read.
So what was your thoughts on the food?
I'll tell you, and this is probably a big statement, but the pizza is probably the best in Vegas.
Which one did you have? All of them. Or all of them?
Yeah, I've had a little bit of everything, I think, but it's all great.
What do you guys do out here? Kind of work you do, or?
We actually have a direct sales coffee business.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
So we're in the coffee industry, and we didn't start there. We both have a background in healthcare, actually, but there was no freedom to that. We actually recently just moved out to Las Vegas about 4 months ago.
I was going to ask how long you've been out here. Very cool. That's great.
You guys are newbies. I've been here 3.5 years, and Aaron, you've been here how
22.
22 years, yeah.
I'm a veteran by now. I feel like a lifer in Vegas. My time.
You can park in those spots in the parking lot that says veterans only. Isn't that what they're for?
Yeah, I am 55 and over.
Oh, there you go. No, I didn't say senior. I said veteran.
Oh, well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. No, it is.
So how'd you guys first hear about the place?
I actually connected with Richie on Facebook, and I saw that he owned a restaurant, and I was new to town, and I wanted to try some good food because I love to eat. It's
Do you live up in this area?
No, we were actually we're in Henderson.
Okay.
But we just drove out one day and tried the food, and it was phenomenal. So we just keep coming back and bringing more people.
Well, that's the thing. People, once you try the food here, you do come back. There's no way you can't come back.
Right.
And listen, this is free food today till 6 o'clock. You're in the area. You got to stop down. Meet the
Sandwiches,
family.
pizza,
Just
pasta,
unbelievable.
crazy. So anybody who's on the brink of teetering, final couple of words to get people here.
Guys, anybody watching this right now or will see the replay, you've got to get in to this restaurant. You're gonna if you've ever liked pizza, if you've ever liked any kind of Italian, the little I'm not even sure what the little desserts are called.
These are like Greek cookies,
but they're phenomenal.
That one's called mine. Don't even think about it.
Gotcha. But
We got a couple extra over here though.
Yeah, anybody watching, you got to get in here. You got to try the food, and you will be back several times over. And this will be your go-to place to bring people coming in that are visiting. And I do it all the time, so you won't regret it.
Right on.
Well, look, we appreciate you coming live, talking about it. A pleasure. Welcome to Vegas.
Thank you.
You won't be newbies after like that first year goes by. You're not newbies because everybody's coming.
Look for us on Facebook, like our page, then you guys can check the video and see what you guys look like on camera and behind a microphone. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Thank you for responding on the spot.
Yep.
Right on. So there you go. I mean, there is some testimonials from folks who've been coming here and would not have missed this for the world, which is really cool. So you know what? I got news for you, partner. I think we're just a smidge over our time.
I want
but,
to keep going. This is fun.
You go for another bit. It's fine with me.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good.
I got nothing to do today. I'm having fun. I'm watching food. And I
All
can't
right.
eat yet. So.
You can't eat yet?
Let's
So
do a
pizza's still
refresh.
coming out. Yeah.
Let's do a refresh.
We are at Marsiglianos Pizzeria and More, 8125 West Sahara Avenue. This is their grand opening celebration. Going on till 10 o'clock. However, the free sampling of foods will be over at 6. We have country guys out there singing. They're Cowboy Vision, and that's Stan Murphy and Russ Wolgass. They're outside performing till 3 o'clock. Then, of course, there's karaoke at 6 o'clock with DJ Kev Love. So if you like karaoke, come on down, grab some dinner here. But right now, and T-shirts, they should be just about out of T-shirts by now, I would think.
You know what? The first 50 people that came down were getting T-shirts. How many T-shirts do we have left?
Couple of smalls left.
left.
Couple of smalls are left, and so T-shirts are just about done. Just because they're smalls, though, doesn't mean that you still can't come down. So
We have a card for a possible new guest. On the show.
That was Tyler Sheffield, the gentleman and his wife who were just sitting here.
He's in the coffee business. Maybe we can get him to be a sponsor or come on and pay our exorbitant fees.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to put this out there. You know, anybody who's watching right now who would like us to come to your business establishment like we are here, or want to be a guest with us when we're normally down at the Portnoy Gallery, Neal's place for all of his illustration work. If you mention you saw us here at Marsigliano's, I think we should give him a discount off our price. Normally we charge $200, right? Depending.
Let me also say that Steve McCoy, the real McCoy, Tom Jones, has said earlier when we had him on that if you come down and mention, Tom Jones, the real McCoy, he's got a couple of tickets to the show he's got coming up on October 4th, Friday night, at the Italian American Club with his, 19-piece band. He's got a big band. And it's, close your eyes. It's Tom Jones. I mean, never mind close your eyes. Look at him. He looks like Tom Jones. So if you come down and you mention that, come down to Marsigliano's here, and we got a couple tickets for you.
Absolutely, and that's great, and we appreciate it. If you mention that you saw us here doing this and you want us at your place to do a remote show or want to come on the air as a guest with us, just mention you saw the Marsigliano's remote. We'll give you 25% off our normal rate for being a guest or doing a remote show at your location or be entertaining with our show at your location for any occasion. Too many occasions.
What do you want to talk about? Want to get some kids on? I want to get some kids
how about this young lady? She's eating some salad and pizza, so I don't think she's ready.
No, she's not ready.
She's not ready yet. You want to tell us about the food? You like the food? Yeah, it's good. She's eating. She barely gave me the time of day, so that's okay. Got to focus on eating, not a worry.
Eileen, can you find some little guys out there that might want to come on?
Did you hear Neil?
You want to find some little guys that might want to come on and just, you know us, we love kids.
No children outside? Okay. That's all right. No worries. Parents are in and out. Okay. No, they're not out there, but people are still coming in and out, which is great. And we appreciate that they're coming down and checking out Marsiglianos. Cliff is in conversation with my wife. That can't be a good conversation.
Yeah, but is he in conversation as George Burns?
Yeah.
Robert Wagner? Rodney? I mean, Eileen, what is he? Is he
talking in his regular voice?
Is it his regular voice, or what's going on?
He wanted to know if I was the other half, but he knew I wasn't your other half.
Well, you didn't know one day when you walked in the restaurant, you came over to me, thought it was your husband.
Crazy stuff. And you know what? Even in this setup, if you notice, we're still sitting opposite ourselves in the banner like we
always
do.
do that. We always do that.
But then again, I have the power on this side, so it works out. All right. You know what? I think we may have done enough damage.
Yeah, let's wrap it
for
up
right now. So we're going to wrap it up, and but we're going to probably be here by the time we break down and schmooze with people. We'll be here for a little bit longer, so we still have time to come down and claim those tickets to see Steve McCoy down at the Italian American Club. I am Aaron Phillips. That is Neal Portnoy. Closing comments, sir.
Great event, great food, great people, family atmosphere here. I love, I'm starting to like these do the remote things. Closing thought. This Friday, October 4th, Tom Jones tribute.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Well, it's got to be
week from yesterday.
It's got to be this coming Friday because
last Friday is yesterday.
Yeah, last Friday. Today's the tomorrow you thought about yesterday. Something like that. But
right.
anyhow,
today is the tomorrow you thought about yesterday. That's
what
right.
I just
you
said.
kind of said it right.
Yeah, October 4th, Friday evening, the Italian American Club. This is Tom Jones, the tribute with our friend Steve McCoy. Our good friend Cliff Lawrence, who does more voices than you want to remember, does everybody. We had him on set. We've had the owners of the restaurant. It's getting loud in here. People are coming from all directions. Anything on your end, partner?
No, actually, I survived my return to CrossFit yesterday. A one day surprise return. They were doing the 1 minute mile time.
You did what, 9 minutes?
I did a sub 10 mile, which for me is record breaking because the last time we did it, I was like 13, 14 minutes. And so that was fun to be back at the box, and I appreciate that opportunity. But other than that, guys, listen, baseball's wrapping up this weekend. The second season is starting for baseball next week. Football, quarter of the way done already. My Nittany Lions got off my weekend in a good start with the 59-0 drubbing of Maryland.
The Giants won a game.
That's yes, the Giants won last week. Let's see if they can make it 2 in a row, but you have to get to 1 first. And your Red Sox, unfortunately, they're finished, but your Patriots, always going to be strong. So It is what it is. Anyway, I think that's about it for all of us here at Marsiglianos. Neil, thank you, sir, as always. A great show. Thank you to all of our guests and family. And now, if we choose to, we're going to have all this great food that we can nibble into.
Yeah,
because we'll be off camera. Dorothy won't catch you.
Yeah, but I'll feel guilty.
Take something home to her. You'll feel less guilty.
She'll feel guilty that I brought it for her.
All right, with that, we're out of here. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week back at Portnoy Gallery. Twin brothers from different mothers. See ya.